Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, Heyoka High Priestess. I am Christy, a serial healer and a Heyoka empath, and I hope everyone's doing really well tonight, this evening. I have some downloads for you guys. There is a group of haters. It might be the same people that we spoke on the last time, that want to, or attempting to, take your next creation, what you have been planning to do, for say you're on like here, like on me, like you're on me, like as if you're on social media, if you've been posting, if you're just creating, they're they're stalking, and they think by attempting to have someone else complete whatever project that you're creating, this is could be for myself as well, whatever project you're creating or starting, they needed to know enough about your plan so that they could pretend to be you while replicating your strategy. Okay, so there was or is going to be an attempt to have someone else complete the project, your project that you're creating, except do it in a way that takes away the message that you're ultimately trying to put across, which would obviously be with love. And so they want to take the love out of it, and they think that they are capable of this, so they're using shadow funding, which I looked up, hidden or undisclosed funding. So this is common, it's a common meaning. It refers to money coming from a source that isn't publicly identified, so this could be like illegal, or paying people even, right, to like do the dirty work and all these things, which is, yes, that would be dirty work. Shadow funding can also obviously be anonymous political donations. We have seen those before, right? Investors who stay behind the scenes, organizations using intermediaries to conceal where the money originated. Okay, so unofficial. Then there's unofficial funding. Yeah, so this is like, which is sometimes people use as shadow funding to describe money that exists outside traditional banks or financial institutions. Private lenders, family offices, peer-to-peer lending, other alternative financing arrangements. So, yeah, this is like obviously shady. But yeah, it's just like how they've been paying people to, be even your lover, be your friend, to come in and just to get information or to siphon energy or to replicate what you are creating. So you guys just be careful of who you're telling. You don't have to tell anyone. So there have already been people, obviously, that have like come into your life and that were connected to this like group, right? That I'll try to come in at all different angles, trying to stay like disconnected, right? And you either show them exactly like who you are in a loving, caring person, and they either, have their own now sense of like awareness of like, oh my gosh, that she or he is actually like a good person, or you just like caught on to like they weren't someone that was being genuine and you didn't feel comfortable. And because the way that your brain works along with mine, it's like a web, it's a spider web, it's like links, it's like everything, like ding ding zing zing, like call it ADHD, call it like, even they say like autism, to have autism. I'm not saying any of you guys have that, or I do not, but it's it's a form of intelligence. Our brains work differently, and even down to you are more connected like spiritually, to the spirit realm. So you're going to have constant thoughts. That's where you're even you speak faster. You can you know what the person's going to say before they say it, right? You almost like do the whole finishing their sentences. Okay, you're observant. Like aesthetics are very like pleasing to you, or like they're appealing. Like you just know when things are out of place, and you can be empathetic. So like you have empathy and you just connect. You can feel other people's energies, right? Like these are like part of the clairs. So you caught on, okay? So, and they're coming to find out like they're not really going to be able to like take your project. And if you haven't started this project, just be aware, okay? Like, they're waiting for you to get it's like they're trying to put up like a smoke screen, like waiting for you to get a certain degree forward in your project planning. But like, who are you telling? Like, there's no one that you need to tell. Like, these are things that you like, what is going to come down for you, like what, like the download that you're going to get is going to be like can change the world. Okay, so you guys just be aware, like, you're not out there, like, you're gonna have this shit patented before anyone's gonna be like, hey, I found you on I found you on YouTube, and like, no, it's already going to be packaged, shipped and ready, like whatever it is. Just be aware of what you know what you're creating. Be aware of where your notes, all these things are, like, it's for you, okay? You know what you're creating. Be aware you're not out here like telling the world, because you know how people are and want to take what you have or want to send like dark magic against you. Or like when you go quiet, they're like, oh, what is she doing? Trust me, that's when they really are like scared, because they're like, what is she doing? What is she thinking? What is he doing? What is he thinking? Let them, okay? Like, if these people really need to, like, I get it. Like, they're like our ops. Like, it's like set up like that. Like, this is, you guys, that's another thing. Like, this being here in this realm, like, this is how it's set up for us to learn our lessons, for us to grow, prosper, to us to challenge each other. Like, not, it's like they are meant, just, that's what we say, forgive them for they don't know what they do. Because at the end of the day, it's like, that is their role. If they're playing their role, sure, they're playing it right. But if they're playing a role that they shouldn't be playing, then they're gonna get copped by God, by the ancestors. Like, you're getting the smackdown. And that's why it's so important, you guys, to not worry about like these gang stalkers or like what have you. If anything, be like, all right, that's how I know I'm on my path. They cannot touch you like that. Okay. So I get it. Like, I get where we get all caught up in like listening to, the readings and stuff, and that can become even addicting, you guys. And that's why I always say, ask the Most High, what should I, like, please show me what I need to see today, like, or like limit yourself. I even I went through that process of like needing to be like, whoa, like, you almost will get sick of it, right? But because also when we're like so caught up in like what we think our ops are doing, or what we think our exes are doing, or whatever, like, first off, they're your ops and your exes for a reason. Leave them there, okay? They're not, unless they're knocking at your door to like have a conversation, like, leave them where they sit. There's no worries about them, okay? But the more you cycle them through your mind and are thinking, the more they will show up in your like on your YouTube, on your YouTube, like on readings and stuff. But it's like that's not necessarily where they're at in their world or their life. So only you are creating, like, say you're thinking negatively, like, it's going to come out because we're manifesting, you guys. And some of us are really strong manifestors. I've like had to like test myself like on this, like, and so you need to, if you even do want them to come back in your life, you need to be telling God they need to be healthy and like, and like have left what is no longer serving them, and if that's even right for you. Sometimes these relationships, you guys, are just lessons, are just like, even like the catalyst moments, like, but we don't want to stay clung to them. And that's what some of these ops even want us, or these exes want. They want you to be like thinking about them, being hopeful, and so like they can bind to you, because some of them are doing dark magic like on the other side, you know what I mean? And I know it's like I'm telling you right now, for example, like the less that I like think, or like the more I focus on myself, or like say I'm getting out, like get out there, like they want you to like be like scared and like stay inside. Like, no, we are getting out and exploring and doing things and being creative with like, but getting outside in nature as well. Like, I'm talking like I just did golfing, like this, what is it called? Like how, like Top Golf, but it wasn't Top Golf. We just went to one of the golf places, but just driving, like doing the driver, and then I did salsa dancing. Like, I'm just saying, you guys, get out there. That's how you raise your vibration, because I know you guys are, a lot of you are waiting for your manifestations to come in. We just had the buck full moon, and that was to release, like release everything. Like, it's like, and the more it's even if you do want that ex back or whatever, and you want him back like prime and proper, like, you know, like, you release him, you release it, because it's like, when we stay attached, nothing can grow, you know, like nothing can grow. Trust me, it's like, it's really, really difficult and hard. I know it can be, but the more we just allow it to be and not get stuck on like one situation, or like, and like, or being like, oh, I didn't even get closure. Like, not everyone will get closure, you guys. Like, and if it hasn't come in yet, like, it's probably best. Or on the upside, I know that there is a rare few that are gonna like have that person that God separated and like will bring back, and they will be a new human being, like a new person. Just like you had to do all this healing, right? You had to go through your healing process, and you had to level yourself up and really look inside yourself and heal those broken places and those wounds, so you can see clearly of yourself and know that you are the most important piece, right? You are the most important. And sometimes, you guys, when that occurs, we do change our mind. We do then get to meet different people and try different things, and we, you know, our whole environment can change. Our, like, we want to move, we want to, you know, our career path can change, like, when we heal. So just be careful. We don't want to stay stuck to anything, because it's not a guarantee that like that person too, the ex or whatever, has changed. Like, what if he's not? And then you're out here holding tight, and it's like being hopeful. Trust me, I was there, and I had to release all that. Like, no, because what is meant for you will end up for you. All right, so back to this real quick, you guys. Don't worry about, you guys don't need to be telling everyone your plans. Like, it's like, you know, your ancestors are protecting you and guiding you, and just tell them, do not bring in people that are not for me, for my highest good. Like, or make it very clear to me that I need to say thank you, but like, no thank you. Okay, you always just ask for the guidance, and it will be given. I'm telling you, they will out themselves, or they will just, you will feel it in you, like, you know, be like, make my stomach kind of like rumble or hurt. I'm telling you, trust me, try it. Just try it, you guys. Try these things. So even if they weren't able to pull off this plan and like steal your creative work, and then have it come forward without love, it's like, or have it have a derogatory, or have the message come out horribly, it's like, well, first off, you're the one that's finishing the project, so it's kind of on you. Like, why would you know? It's like, it's kind of off the original person. But none of these things are meant for these people, like the whole destiny swap and all these kind of things, are thinking that they're going to exchange energy with you. That's another one. They think they're going to come in and give you all their karma, and you're going to like, you guys are going to switch energies. Not possible. These people will not even make it to your fucking door, okay? Like, they're not going to even make it past like their home city, okay? But they can try. Like, wasted time, y'all. Like, to the ops. Wasted. Like, please look at this. Like, sometimes I'm like, do we all actually just need to sit down and have like a common knowledge? Like this is like basic knowledge, you guys. Like, why would you guys think that would work? Like, you know, I mean, I understand, like, when you guys are in these groups, right? Like, and you create, like, this is the best, you're hyping each, I think, like, literally, like, 78% of this is, like, the hype around the idea that is very, like, connected with, like, spirituality in ways that it's, like, energetic exchange due to magic, right? That you guys try. But the problem is that regardless if you do all that, like, first off, the ones you're trying to exchange with are appointed, anointed, and highly favored and protected beyond measure. I'm just saying, at this point in time, this should be something where you guys are like, more like, I am, like, where you sit there and you're like, I'm a smart person, I'm not going to get any more karma for going against this person or that, or anyone in general. Like, take advantage of your own life and do right by you, you know? And just the second part of that, obviously, it's everything sounds greater, and like the hype behind it, like being in a group sounds like this will totally happen. We are capable of this. And maybe you guys were capable of this, like with other people. But you also remember the whole like thinking as far as your hand goes. Like, it's like, why? I know that, so that makes it hard, right? Because what you believe to happen is, or how you think things would go down is like how you think the person you're trying to attack would like think of it. And you guys like think that I or the collective are highly like dumb or something. Just because I can look like a Barbie doesn't mean I'm unintelligent. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and this, it's energy. Yes, it's energy work. Like, we are highly intuitive. Like, we will allow you to play the whole role out, and we'll still say no thanks. This is why I'm saying, you guys, when you know who you are, when you know how strong you are, how easily, yes, you could be fooled, or yes, I could stay in my home and be scared of everyone and like not let anyone get me. Well, then how are you going to thrive in your life? They would love that to happen too. No, you are going to live your life in a way that you know exactly who you are. You can sense and you can ask all the questions to anyone that comes up towards you, or like wants to get to know you, whatever. You can stay an open person, and because you know exactly who you are. You're kind, you're gentle, you're also bold and direct and intuitive and empathic and loving and caring and smart, intelligent, all the things. You guys, you're vibrant. Because what we're not going to do is miss out on an opportunity. And don't worry, like, you can't really miss out on like what is totally meant for you. But I'm just saying, you're not going to allow yourself to be hardened or feared because we as well get on here and have to talk about this kind of stuff. Well, guess what? This is the energy that they want to send out to us. We can talk about it all day long. It's not going to change who I am. I might have probably even today ran into maybe a couple of my ops. Did it make a difference of who I am? And when I came home and I showered and I cleansed and I was still kind and nice, and no, it didn't make a difference, because that is who I am consistently. And that is what makes them so frustrated, because they have to accept and realize that. But that's a part of this is a part of the whole role thing, right? That I was talking about, that God puts us in. If we think about it like it's, it's a play or something, and we have these roles, right? These ops or these exes or like these best friends or like, like our mentors, like all these things. Like, you guys, yes, we have to learn to like, or like the hookups or whatever. We are playing parts, like knowingly or not, like subconsciously or consciously, like, but this is for them to also learn, like, a girl can be pretty and intelligent and kind, aka like be the whole package, and still have respect for everyone equally, obviously if they want to show respect back. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, no one's going to change who you are. What's going to change who you are is if you allow all this stuff that, like, does occur in our world. Like, we have to make our way through this world one way or another. If you allow it to alter you, if you allow it to harden your heart, if you allow a situation or like a relationship to literally crush you to the point of like, you're depressed and you're now taking medication for it, like, no. And I know that's like a big one. If I can, like, I sit here and I say like, no, it's a no. We do feel it, and when we have to recognize all things, you guys, we have to feel that. We have to understand what that feeling is. We have to know, like, that's why I say look at this as a little bit of a play-by-play, okay? Like, if it really is that bad, be like, okay, God, I see you. I see you, higher self. This was meant for me to go through this because I know that there is better further down the road, and I have to become stronger. And now now I will see these red flags before for the next, if the next person wants to try and come in and be my boyfriend. Just know nothing is the end all be all unless we allow it to become our end all be all, okay? And I know, I'm not saying like, oh, just disregard your feelings. No, feel those feelings. And that's that's a big one for people that don't feel it through and want to see it as like this is a lesson, or this is me just like needing to process through because I needed to be cracked open. My heart needed to be cracked open. I needed to like really see that, like, you know, I can feel again. I like that last situation didn't crumble me. But like when we stay so angry at things, like, and then we can switch to this side of it and like become like where we're gonna like go take down other people, like you are so far off your path, like yeah. And you guys, there are pivotal moments where you get to choose the light or the dark side. And trust me, God said, if you had chosen the dark, like if I chose to have been like, but I already was like I was already in a past life a vampire, and like with my girlfriend who I have in my life now, Jessica, she and I were twin vampire energy stealers, like really messed up, like horrible Jezebels, I would say, you know, like, but this lifetime, like I chose like the good. But that's what I'm saying, you guys, really look and to the men too, because you have to understand, like, God places us right in, like, some of us were meant to, like, yes, be together and learn, but one was going to be more the teacher in that moment. But then you guys, like, then there was going to be a love, and like, but there was a stigma. There was like that stigma behind, because of the way I think that you were like taught, and this is like direct, this is actually to like this group of men, even maybe to think that like a woman like this, do you not see how God can like is going to challenge what you think is so defiant in this world? That's why I say your biggest fears and the things that we cling to are going to be your biggest lessons and the biggest form of healing for you. So if we feel like, oh, women cannot stay, you know, the whole patriarchy thing, like, yeah, well, guess what? Some of y'all like had the woman of your dreams of your life that you guys manifested into your life. Remember, you manifested for even an out from a relationship or a life that like you didn't want to live anymore, like a, you know, prostituting life, and then to get into like a healthier lifestyle. He brought that female in for you. But because of the stigma or the mindset, you guys, and maybe the group that you were involved in, that was like the brotherhood or what have you, I'm just going off of even examples of what I feel like even occurred to in my situation, like, or you had the female on the back end that was like your business partner telling you, and I know this is for one of them, maybe my catalyst, maybe my ex, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, that was your biggest motherfucking op. That's the devil, bitch. That's the devil. Like, you need to leave that situation. To my ex or my catalyst, you gotta get out of that. Like, and you just have to. Like, and I don't know if now you might be clung to it for life. Like, you gotta ask God. I'm just saying, that's side note. But you guys, because one of you thought it's like you'd rather be in competition either with me. You allowed your own intuition to not be heard. And you listened to like that friend or like that ex, or like, because someone was playing a double life. And listen, there is no like, and I know my ex did some possibly, right? Like, I know, or your past was like that. Your past is your past. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys are in these situations that you feel that is the only way that you can make money, like, and this is to the world, this is to everyone, if you feel like prostitution is the only way, or like being a handler to someone, you know, like creating that, like, Yeah, there's some karma that have to be paid back, but the biggest thing that you can do is get yourself up and out of that. You might have to start at the bottom, but there are like groups for this. There are people. There's me even, like, for help, like, seriously, that can help you. And mind you, I'm saying to both my catalyst and my ex, I will not take on your karma as my loves. I will not. No. And you guys, we have to be careful of that too, and be very cognizant. But like, I know that there are men out there that want to change their life around. I know this. And now, because I'm going to tell you right now, that was the next thing I was going to hop onto. There is a King of Wands. Like, there has been exposure. There has been leaked or will be leaked photos and videos of like, of things that are like, did not want to be shown, or like, and it's not even of like the females or anything. It is like of like what y'all are doing. And I, and this is not towards like my ex or catalyst. I'm just saying there is a King of Wands, and I think this might be the older like generation, possibly, like acting like you're a priest. And I say I'm here with love because y'all both know how I am, but I can't take on your karmas if you guys think you're going to do some energy swapping shit. That's not even a thing. So put down your spell books. I can't. Especially to my ex. Okay, full, like, I will, like, literally, no. But it is time to look around and know that your own circle is, like, we are not your exes. We are, and the collective are not doing shit to you. You guys, this is backlash of the shit that you've tried to bind us to, okay? Regardless, I'm not saying this is just my ex. I'm not yelling at them. I'm saying this is in general to all the people that wanted to come for the collective and myself. Like, this, you're getting backlash majorly, and you're being shown who the fucking woman you either married or like didn't marry, or like the business partner, like the business partner you're with. I think even to I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? And I don't know for sure if this is my like catalyst or like my ex, but this bitch, when she saw that, like, and apparently because you could like, do your thing and like go meet up with people, when she found out that like you were like liked me, and you were like trying to leave me out of it or whatever, like, and you were honest. You're like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but that bitch made sure you were coming home. So you need to that is the devil. You need to get the fuck up out of that. Like, that bitch bound you to a spider web. Like, she was not going to have you, like, do that. She was not going to have you be with someone that, like, even though kids, yeah. And I don't know which one this is towards, but you guys, get the fuck up out of your shit. Like, even if you just start from the bottom and people were to find out about stuff, who cares? Who cares? I'll stand next to you. I'm going to be so real right now. I am somebody, like, I want to make this clear, and I hope my collective is like this, because we are fair human beings. And yes, would I be mad if I stood up for someone, but they had some shit to say on me, and like, yeah, but that would be handled. Like, we would find that out and handle that ourselves with them and see how we would feel. But I will still stand by, like, seriously, people that have been like under all this spell work for all this time, like by women that are so salty, so disgusting, that want to stand knowingly that their person is cheating on them and isn't happy, but wants just to have them just cause they can't go be with someone else that they actually truly love, and just had them handled and been under spell work for all this time. Like, you guys, that ain't no woman. That ain't no man. That's no masculine, feminine. That's a demon. We are literally, like, some of you guys have been sent here, like myself, to literally, you're like demon killers. Just like how we're here to, like, we trigger people, we awaken the heart chakras. We are activators. We are activators to people's being dumb, dead, and asleep, like, to awaken them. We are here to awaken. And yes, the demonic spirits do love to, like, come up and test us. We're also here to, like, take them out. Like, seriously, kill that demonic spirit within. And that is the ego death. And that is what it takes to, like, literally, when you awaken someone, they're either going to be all about their path or they're going to be so against it. And that is when that pivotal moment. And when is that person going to pick the light or the dark? Where are they going to go? They're going to go against you, or are they going to go with you? And I would still stand if that person, but I would stand, like, because I know, you guys, when we challenge that person, right? Say they like really, want to go against you, or like what have you. You stand as exactly as you are, and you can. I'm not saying you have to challenge them directly, but like, when you stand in such like a sovereignty and like a divine source of like what you're knowing is here to be, and you tell them, I'm here to help you. I am here to help, so you then can be a helper of another. Like, this is how this works, you guys. This is how the ripple continues. But if we are so against like that person just because they look a certain way, or we're like actually emotionally connected to like them, and we don't know how to say that, we then go on this total like outcast of like other level of like, oh, I want to take them down. No, you don't want to take them down. You just got activated. And you don't know what you're feeling. You don't know the levels or understanding of what, and this is, you guys, a lot of this is spiritually, like, this is like that spiritual connection that you definitely don't understand. So you're trying to misunderstand. You're trying to make that person at fault, when in reality it's like, no, it was your time to awaken to that side of spirituality, and this person was brought into your life to help you awaken to that and to see what's really going on around you. So be very, very careful, you guys, when when we get triggered and things like that. Like, it's okay most of the time, like and not most of the time, all of the time, it's going to be something within us that we have not healed yet, or like. But don't just disregard people. That person might be the main person on your team down the line. And just know, you guys, the awakening process is multiple times. Like, once it starts, like, you could get like bursts of like awakenings where like things become clearer in like a day, or it's like feeling like another ego death or something, to where you're like, I'm depressed. I'm going through like what it feels like a depression, when it's really just like your body depleting everything out of you, so you can bring the light back into you. Okay, so if you feel that, don't just hop onto like any antidepressants or anything. Okay, and those can take a couple days sometimes too, just remember. Okay, but we always try and correlate something to something, right? We're like, well, there has to be an answer to this. Sometimes it's just our body like being reframed, or like I said, being drained out of all the toxins, or like all that's not meant for us anymore, to upgrade. Okay, and that's from spirit. That's happening from spirit. That's happening from the spirit realm to here, to you specifically. He's reacclimating you. Okay, and you guys, we are here, okay, there are some fallen angels of human fallen angels, okay, that are supposed to be, that yes, you are going to have like other earthly angels come in. That's what's happening, to have you be shown the way again. Okay, don't feel, no one's at a loss. That's what they want you to think. Okay, and maybe their older selves are at a loss. I'm not sure. Some people are committed, okay, and maybe that's their role, and good job for them, because they're playing their role right. But you don't want to fall short of your role here, when it was just to like see the inside of something. Like, say you were like a part of the cult or something, you saw the inside of it, so you can back out of it. And I know they have like, and I know some of you guys don't know this, but if you were in a fraternity or sorority, like, but mostly the fraternity males, like, if you guys went through that initiation, like, that was not only like, that's initiating you to like the cults, like Illuminati shit sometimes, because that's for men. Thank you, Gabe. But so you've been under some laws or rules of theirs. Know if you knew that or not. I don't know exactly their laws and rules, but I think like some of you guys were just supposed to see the inside of that and not become it. Remember, we're of this world. We're not like in this world. We are not, you know what I mean? We're of it. Because some of you guys are like angels, like earth angels. Okay, I was going to say this in my next video, but you guys, I'll expand on it in the next video. But we are here to collectively come together. Remember, you can pick the dark or the light, but if you were like raised in the dark, some were raised like in these Masonic family and whatnot, families or whatnot, been groomed, and that is the side note. Who is being exposed for the dirty, the exposure of like the what they do in the dark, and they're really like priests of a church. And that is being exposed for like pictures, like videos of truly what someone of like that can stand in position of such like a hierarchy, like as the Hierophant in the 3D, and be doing some dark ass shit behind the scenes. That has been leaked or will be being leaked, but this is going to shift up the world to show like we cannot be as just trusting and willing and or judgmental in a good favor or a negative favor on people just because they wear a badge or like commune to a certain location with like, you know, a certain community. You guys, like, we are here to understand and feel and acknowledge the spirit within one another. We have gotten so caught up and so stuck on the imagery of people, the outline of what they look like, what we perceive them to be, without acknowledging them, without allowing people to speak and have a voice for themselves, for us to then most likely, obviously, have a different perception of them. We are so caught up in our singular ways of like, we're like the know-it-alls practically, you know, and like we really got to be cautious of like, if we are quick to say something about someone else, like that is so a reference to yourself. Like that is something within yourself that you so need to look at. Like, you know, you fear something of that. Okay? So I'm just saying, and this goes for me too, absolutely. But I'm saying, because there's bigger purposes here is what I'm saying. So first off, there are people here that don't want you guys to awaken to your own abilities, okay? They do not want you to go within. They do not want you to quiet your mind or get rest. Sleep is everything. Please, you guys, get the sleep you need. Ask for protection over your dreams. That is when you are being revived. And remember, remember, the law states if they have no cause to curse you, okay, their curses don't hold any weight in your life, okay, on your money, on your mind, on your body, on your physicality, on your soul. So temper yourself, balance yourself. Just know these people have nothing. That's why I said don't overthink and create manifest these people if they are not in front of you doing these things to you. Do not believe that these things are occurring to you. I mean, keep yourself cleansed and all these things, but just know they really have no stand unless you invite them in. If you allow them, if you let them creep into your mind and think that it's occurring when it's not. If it's not happening in front of you, it's not happening. What is needing to happen right now is to go within, and honestly, any seeds of resentment, any things that you're still harping on or holding on to, anger, any past anything, any resentment within your heart, please remove that. Ask for that to be removed by the Most High God or by your higher self, by your ancestors, okay? Because we have been here before. Holy Spirit and Mother and Father God, they are saying, you guys, seriously, ancient souls, this is us, okay? You return to eliminate the 7 princes of hell. It's like the 7 deadly sins. So we are here to collectively and within ourselves to know this knowledge of. But we are here as a whole to really look past the imagery, look all to look past the faults of even ourselves if we have done any of these sins even. Okay, so we are here to eliminate, let's see, what did I say? We came to eliminate the illusions of the 7 deadly sins. Okay, so 7 deadly sins derived from people feeling as though they had violated God, that they couldn't forgive themselves if they did something wrong or harmed someone else, right? So instead of giving themselves their own forgiveness and being like, and then being, doing better on their own, they only got worse. So it's like, here's an example. Like if you're going on a diet and then like you're really good, and then you eat one chip and you're like, and they've been saying like, oh, I'm on a diet, I'm on a diet. And then they have one chip and they're like, oh, like, it's like, oh, I ruined it. I failed. And then they like end up, instead of being like, no, it was just one chip. Like, I needed a little bit of those calories. What have you? No. Or like, that tasted really good. Like, like I can have a treat. Like, I'm the one that started this diet. Like it's not even breaking it. It's like having, that treat or whatever. And, like cheat day. And then instead of that, they're saying like, they end up eating the entire bag and then feeling all this guilt. And then like feeling like they never come back from it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's like an example. But so let me list these. Okay, you guys. So this is what we need to like get away from, right? First off, the 7 deadly sins. These are traditional categories of vice developed by early Christian monks and theologians, not a list found together in scripture. Okay. Pride, greed, which is also avarice, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Okay. And then the 7 princes of hell. The idea of 7 ruling demons corresponding to each deadly sin developed much later in medieval and Renaissance writings, like, so they wrote this, folklore and demonology. A commonly cited pairing is, so pride is with Lucifer, which is the prince of hell. The second deadly sin is greed, and the prince of hell that goes along with it is Mammon. The third is lust, and then prince of hell, Asmodeus. And then the fourth is envy with Leviathan. The fifth is gluttony, which is with Beelzebub. The sixth is wrath, which is with Satan. For sometimes Ammon, depending on the source, okay? And then the 7th is sloth, that goes with the prince of hell of Belphegor, okay? So what does the Bible say? The Bible does not identify 7 princes of hell, assign demons to each deadly sin, or describes a hierarchy of demons based on 7 deadly sins. Instead, scripture speaks about Satan as the adversary, demons as fallen spiritual beings, spiritual warfare against rulers, authorities, and powers of darkness, and sin as arising from human desires as well as temptation. And you can see James 1:14 through 15 for that. So this was the 7 deadly sins themselves are a theological teaching developed to help Christians identify root patterns of sin rather than a biblical list. But at the same time, you guys, we're not supposed to like have these ingrained in us. And if we do this, we'll like never be forgiven. No, like seriously, these are the illusions that like that have been created around us to believe, right? And so we're a failure, so we just give up, or just there's so much judgment around all these things, and it's like, who are we, any of us, to judge? Like, yeah, do we get frustrated and upset? But it's like, because you guys look at what we're moving through, truly. We are here, you guys, and sometimes I'm like, why are we here? But what I know we're not here to do is be so judgmental towards each other, and we are to be forgiven. Like, God gives so much grace. Are you kidding? Like, and I know, like I said, I know we get frustrated with one another, and we want people to understand us then and now and all these things, but it's like, we're all moving through this. So we can all just sit back and also just remember, not everyone's going to be on your same page, and that's okay too. Just know when to like walk away from that. But yeah, like you guys, we're not gonna hold such judgment on ourselves. Trust me, I do it too. I like it, this like OCD perfectionist mindset. I truly feel like the more we practice just like being outwardly ourselves, like our like it is what it is kind of, and yes, it can feel weird at first, and we're gonna have like resistance, but like the more we just are, like however that looks. I know, you guys, like right now even, like I'm just like, what time is it? I'm like doing this so late, and I'm like, I don't even care what time this posts. Like I'm not gonna be on some like schedule of like time is an illusion. So many things are an illusion, you guys, but we get caught up in these illusions and we get ourselves stuck in a box, stuck in like this like lack mindset, stuck, and like why do we always turn to the negative anyways? It's like let's just all be friends. I'm serious. Like, let's just all be cool with each other. And like, I don't know. My collective is fucking awesome. And like, I feel like I have a lot of love to give. And I swear, I'm going to be working alongside you guys one day. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, we are here to make movements. We really are, you guys. We are leaders. My collective are fucking leaders. Okay. Like all of us, we are ancient fucking souls. I've had dreams of like some of like even like other readers that when I first like started my journey like years ago, like, and I saw him like in my dream, and we were helping together. Like I know something down the line might happen, like in which we, you know, like I know that, you know, something bigger is going to happen, like environmental wise, like where we are going to have to, you guys, help each other. Like it's going to be like coming together. I'm not saying that's happening like tomorrow, but like this is why God's saying we're going back to like our basic, our spirit. Like we are connecting on a spirit. Like we need to start connecting on a spiritual level, because some of us are from like the same like lineages. Like I'm not kidding. Like the same bloodlines in ways that you would never know, or like just like, or supposed to be in union with each other, you know? Just know, to any and all people that have been in my life, and that yes, I've been on here, and I've but we are supposed to be on here and speak up for ourselves and what's occurred. But I do not hold any ill will or harm against like the people that have come into my life. And remember, I was going through my awakenings then. Like I still am. Like we all are. So we go through like these paranoid states, and like we're thinking like everyone's against us and all these kind of things. And there are things happening obviously behind the scenes. Like we're not just talking about this shit just to not talk about it. But we're not gonna like hold these like sins that were written like during folklore time by humans, just like laws are written by humans. So like you guys, why do we hold all this so like over our own heads? It's just because it's been instilled. So let's give ourselves fucking grace and give each other grace, okay? We're eliminating these illusions, confusions, and we're gonna start. We're going to come together, you guys. We're gonna come together. We're gonna start talking about it. We're going to forgive each other, and just know like we're all going through it, okay? We just had the buck, like I told you, the buck full moon release. We're gonna release all the ill will or whatever we think that we're mad about, and we're not. Probably we're releasing it. I release it fully. I release any knowingly or unknowingly that I think I'm thinking, and like probably not even thinking towards anyone else, okay, in my world. From past, present, future, I release it all. You guys, let's start fresh. I'm doing a reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. Okay? You guys, I love you all so much. I'll be back with more information on this.
I'm standing on the highest ledge, right on the world's most windy edge, and making a brand new pledge to never live my life in fear, to make my purpose crystal clear. The reason that I'm standing here, my heart is beating like a drum for all the things that are to come. I take a breath and make the promise I will